after me. Jokers to the right, here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yes,
Where do you think it stands right now? Are we going to start on time in college football? Are we not? Is it going to be shortened? And what is the you had a piece out. You want to talk about your piece? Just what are your updated thoughts on the season? And the question that everyone is asking, like, please, can we at least have football start on time?
So the state of Virginia, I think everybody should realize that Brian Kelly was on with SVP, and he said July 1st is the cutoff date because you're going to have your strength and conditioning coaches need 6 weeks. You're going to need schematically, you're going to need this number of weeks. Like, you've got to start on July 1st if you're going to start the season on time, keeping in mind that they play August 29th or 30th against Navy over in Dublin. So, he said we need at least minimum of 6 weeks to get ready. State of Virginia is on lockdown until what, June 10th? I think they're the one state that has said, this next month isn't going to be enough. We're going to go at least until June 10th. And so I think we have no more. If the curve does not start flattening in the next 2 weeks, I think that we are going to miss college football. So the piece that I wrote was, what do we do if we could start?
You're saying the whole season?
I'm saying Brian Kelly said they need 6 weeks to prepare. So if we have a lockdown, if we're still shelter in place and that's going to roll through July, the first 2 weeks of July, I think we're going to have a truncated season. So the piece that I wrote on Action Network is, if we have a truncated season, are they going to push everything back? Do they kill non-conference play? Is it just going to be conference play? And what do we do? Because the Pac-12 plays 9 and the SEC plays 8. What do we do with Notre Dame? If we truncate season, say it's just conference play, what the hell do we do with Notre Dame, who's playing Wisconsin, Clemson? It's a really tough solution if we start cutting into time. And I don't think you could just cancel the season. And then we've got the whole second round of the coronavirus going to come during the fall. I think July 1st, I think Brian Kelly was spot on with that number right there. And if Virginia closing down to like June 10th, we're right there. Any more delays, the curve doesn't flatten, I think we're going to start truncating games. So the article was really about who benefits most if we take off non-conference play. Easy answer was Oregon. They started off with North Dakota State, who just won the FC. It's a rebuilding year for North Dakota State, and they won the FCS championship and returned everything on offense, and they missed a couple things on the defensive line. Oregon would dodge that game, and then the next week they're already supposed to be 7-point dogs to Ohio State coming into Eugene. So Oregon has the defense. Oregon has such a good defense coming up this year. It could compete in the SEC. That's how good it is. Now their offense, 30% returning production, no Justin Herbert, missing a lot of pieces. That's going to be a problem. But it's much easier to open up the season against Colorado in conference play than it is to take on North Dakota State and Ohio State. So Oregon was the part in the piece where I was like, if they cut out non-conference play, Oregon's a national title contender, and 60-1 should be off the board.